And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the New York Yankees. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars in the sport, Brett Myers. Always exciting to see him in action, and it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boog, it's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. I mean, this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat. Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Xavier Edwards, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
First pitch, 7:07.
And he dodges that fastball. Gets under it and pops it up. Chisholm under this one. He's got it. One up, one down. And time now for the Marlins lineup. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored, and you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like you could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
Dane Myers in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Fried, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. 1 out, bases empty. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Cabrera drifts towards it, nabs it, and there's 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
So digging in, Otto Lopez. There's the strike, 95 of that one. Right through there for a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
In the air, center field. Bellinger sizing it up. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the mound today, Braxton Garrett. What's the scouting report on him?
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
And now the lefty ripped on a line. That's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's bad. And it's gone. A 2-run shot. It's 2-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
So up next, Brett Myers. And it's fouled away.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
The wind of the pitch.
1-1.
That one fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning here in the second game of the series. Backed off the plate that time. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The lefty fires. Down the left field line, could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in, safe at second.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So man aboard. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. And that's outside. And that's ball one.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
No outs. Runner on second. Just missed.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side or the fans better look out in the stands.
That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. The run scores from third. It's 3-zip.
They are really feeding off each other. That's 5 hits in a row. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Whit Merrifield up to the plate. Swing and a miss. That's strike one. The pitch. That one close, ruled a ball. And the count even 1-1. Judge, the lead runner at second. Bellinger on at first with nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike. Good job to fight that one off. And another ball.
He's been trying to tease the zone with that slider, but these hitters have showed patience, not going outside the strike zone.
That misses. 3-2 now. At the belt and fires. Fights it off. You'll see another. Got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Jesus Sanchez now at the plate. 2 homers in the game yesterday, so he's feeling good coming in.
No
Strike
ball.
1.
1 strike.
One out. Runners at first and second. Next offering upstairs. Right through there for a strike. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. And that one missing low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. The punch out there, and there's 2 away. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Oswaldo Cabrera. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two outs. Line drive, base hit. Here comes the judge around third. The throw is offline and he's in to score. And it's 4-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
First and third, 2 away. And next for New York, Austin Wells. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-2.
Ground ball right side. And it gets by him. In comes the run from third. It's 5-0. And that keeps the inning alive.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Braxton Garrett out of the game, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. So they turn things over to the righty, number 38.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
So the batting order turns over. Now, Anthony Volpe. Not even close there. And that is ball 1. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Max Meyer up and loosening in the pen. Two on, 2 outs. That one's in there. And a count 1-2.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of the hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. All in all, 10 come to the plate. They bat around and 5 score. Second inning coming up in the Bronx. It's the Yankees 5 and the Marlins nothing. New inning getting started, and at the plate for Miami, Giancarlo Stanton. The wind and the pitch. There's a strike. Fried, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a sinker, a changeup, And he works in a slider. And takes low for ball one. Hard ground ball, base knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
He was all over that one. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And now, Matt Mervis.
Yes.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Stanton gets his lead at first with nobody out. And a foul ball. Left-hand batter waits. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one to first. Finds its way through, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
A couple of singles back to back. Just one of those seeing high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Connor Norby, the next to hit, takes ball one.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure these guys are chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
Rusty Valentine calling balls and strikes.
Boog, something I hear from hitter
Volpe, one at second, and that's two.
Well, that's what you hope for if you're out there on the mound. First and second, nobody out. Somehow get a ground ball. He got it right there. Nice double play by the infield.
Now it's the Marlins catcher.
The catcher.
What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name. And that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
2 outs with a runner at third.
1 and 2.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Inside ball 4.
Batting 8. The right fielder, Kyle.
So 2 down. Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Stowers. And first offering is fouled off. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And there's a fly ball deep right field, and it's off the wall. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
Batting 9. The center fielder, number 3, Derek Hill.
So 2 on with 2 away. And up next for Miami, Derek Hill. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1. And down on strikes. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. It's now a 5-1 ball game. This is Yankees baseball on the show NYC. Back here in New York, bottom half of inning number 2. Leading off, Jazz Chisholm Jr. As he turns on the rubber with that good live arm delivers. Strike 1.
0-1.
And a good eye there.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
That one misses, and it's 2-1.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Liner snagged at first.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Brett Myers stepping in now for the Yankees. And fires in a fastball at 95. Bounce to the right. Mervis. He handles it himself. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, right fielder, Aaron Judge.
2 outs, base is empty. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge, singled and scored his first time. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
And another ball. And Judge takes a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. Didn't go. Here comes a pitch. He goes down looking. So the Yanks go in order. They're up 5-1. On to the third inning. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. As the lefty gets to work. That one lifted to left in position. And there's one down.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
And now for the Marlins, Dane Myers. He's 0 for 1. Fought off foul. The Yanks leading by 4. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And that one fouled off. Now a screamer into the outfield. And no one can get there. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
One out, runner at second. At the plate, Otto Lopez. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
In the air out to center. Bellinger drifts towards it. Out number 2.
Up next for the Marlins, the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
So a man aboard. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. That's in there.
No ball. 1 strike.
He swings and fouls one off. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Marlins leave one. They're down 5-1. And we're back. Set for the bottom of the third. And stepping in for the Yankees, Cody Bellinger. Pitch. That clips the corner. So Cody Bellinger went as a fourth-round pick by the Dodgers in the 2013 draft. How about this, though? His final year in high school, he hit just one home run. And a foul ball. The wide to kick the pitch. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 2. Right-handed reliever. And now the count filled up 3-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. That one is inside ball 4. And I mean, oh, so close. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
First baseman,
Whit Merrifield getting ready to hit. He struck out swinging at his first at bat.
1 ball.
Pitch out, but no action. Merrifield, multi-time All-Star, 35 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2010. Right-hander kicks, deals. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. That's in there. 1-2. Nobody out. Runner at first. Swings and misses. Had him way out front of the slur.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Sanchez stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. And that is cut on and missed. 0-2.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Man at first, one away. Struck him out swinging. Had him way out front of the slur.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there. Just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Cabrera in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. Move to first. And he's back in standing. Next pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes. Out to center. And it drops in to third. In there safely. Max Meyer on the pitch here. He's making his 4th appearance of the season.
Myers.
So they're at the corners now. Austin Wells will hit next. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. That one finds the corner. Strike one. Bellinger at third. Cabrera on at first with 2 down. There's the strike.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Got him. Out number 3. 2 left on. On to inning number 4. It's the Yankees 5 and the Marlins 1. As we go to the top of the 4th, and at the plate for Miami, Matt Mervis. And a pitch. And that's in the dirt. Swings and misses. And the count 1-1.
You know, these Marlins doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Left-hand hitter waits. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Kicks and deals.
Ball.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And a pitch. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Myers hauls it in, and there's one away.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 1 so far. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Number 50 batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Foul ball. The pitch. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They're down here 5-1. Back at Yankee Stadium, here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe. The pitch. That's in there, and that is strike 1. And the slider just misses. Righty delivers. The shortstop takes the ball.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Up the middle. to first, and one gone to the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
Chisholm up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. Next offering is in for a strike. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting, left fielder
Brett Myers stepping in now for the Yankees. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. Pitch is in there, and it's 1-1.
1-1.
Chisholm leads off first with one away. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Hill settles underneath it, brings it in, and there's two down.
The right fielder, number 99.
Man at first, Aaron Judge at the plate. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. And Judge spoils that one. Swing and a ground ball out to short, and it's through for a hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
The center fielder, number 35, Cody Bellinger.
Bellinger up to hit. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. First and second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Two outs. Foul ball there.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Next one misses. 2-2. Wouldn't chase that time.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Whit Merrifield waiting to hit for the Yankees. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Two on, 2 outs. Got him looking, and he did not like the call. Yanks strand a pair. They lead this one, though, 5-1. We go to the top of the 5th, and now the right fielder, Kyle Stowers. Free, back to work. That one drilled left field. Myers makes the catch, and a quick out, number 1.
The center fielder, number 3, Derek.
So digging in, Derek Hill struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a foul straight back. Kicks and fires. And that's outside.
That's 1 ball, 1 strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing out there most of the time.
Good eye in that spot.
It's a good take.
And down on strikes he goes. Two gone.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Edwards up to hit for the third time as he lays off inside, ball one. Next offering is in for a strike.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
2 outs, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. And now the first baseman, Whit Merrifield. And he deals. Swings through that one for strike one.
You know, these Yankees putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
The wind of the pitch. The punch out there, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now, just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
The wind of the pitch.
Strike 2.
And the slider just misses.
1-2.
Out there to center. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's going to be Oswaldo Cabrera. That one not close, and it's 1-0. Way high. Two down, nobody on. That one outside, ball 3.
3-0.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Back in the Bronx, now the left fielder, Dane Myers. And the pitch. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
You know, these Marlins looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Throws to first. Awesome play there. And up next for Miami, Otto Lopez. And it's fouled away. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. That one's in there, and that's strike 1. Stanton measures 6 feet 6 inches, over 1,000 runs batted in his career, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. That's inside.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Next pitch is downstairs. Battling here as he fouls it away. The lefty fires. That missed by a lot. And now it's 3-2. This one high in the air to left center. Hauls it in to end the inning. So they go quietly there. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Yankees 5 and the Marlins 1. Back at Yankee Stadium, bottom of the 6th. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Meyer back to work. There's a strike. High fly ball out towards left field. Back there. That'll make it out of here. He sends one out the opposite way. His second of the year, and they add a run. It's 6-1.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you've got to love the effort in left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
And here is Anthony Volpe. And a foul ball. Nobody on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. The next offering misses. And now it's even 1-1.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
In for a strike. Going to count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Chisholm stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. And a ground ball to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Brett Myers.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for New York, Brett Myers. 1 for 3. In for a strike, 0-1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the second game of the series. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. 2 outs. Pitch in the dirt, and the count is 1-2. Inside, almost got him. That one misses, and it's 3-2. Aaron Judge up next. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Called strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer, and this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. We go to the top of the 7th, and here's the first baseman, Matt Mervis. The pitch. Swings and misses. 0-1.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Here comes a pitch. And now 1-2. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Man, he had the stanky leg on that one right there. That curveball just locked him up.
Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
0-2.
This one popped up. And it falls. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, he didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
And first offering is fouled off. Hit in the air, left field. Myers under it. Myers makes the play. Man at first. And now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers. That's in for a strike. Norby leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. And they get the out after the ricochet. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. Yankees 6, and the Marlins 1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Scott Efros.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team. And there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate.
Aaron Judge.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Action in the pen down there. Declan Cronin up and throwing. Weathers also getting ready. The 0-1. Hammered down the right side, but foul. The pitch.
Ball.
Slider misses outside.
1-2.
Righty to the plate.
2-2.
Not close with that one, and the count is 2-2. And another ball.
Count's full.
And the right-hander deals. On a line, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So a man aboard, and next for New York, Cody Bellinger. A strikeout and a walk. Pitch misses. 1-0. And here it comes. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Judge rounds second on his way to third. Throw comes in. Runner stops. Second and third. Nobody out.
All over that one right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Whit Merrifield. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Out to short, Edwards. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Now up as the Yankees DH, Jesus Sanchez. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
0-1.
Next offering is down low.
1-1.
One out and a runner at second. Here, the bottom of the 7th. And a pitch. And a ball evens the count.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Man at second. Got him. And there are 2 outs.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead.
Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. A gigantic blast. And they add a pair. It's 9-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Change up in the zone is a hitter's dream. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Most times, the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
Declan Cronin taking over on the mound. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Cronin.
Base is empty with 2 away. Next to hit, Austin Wells. He's already homered in this game. There's a strike. Two outs. There's a strike. 95 of that one.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And now it's even up. And it skips in the dirt. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Volpe stands in now and watches strike 1. And misses inside. Right-hander kicks, deals. In there. And so now 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And that one is lifted in the air, and it drops in. Goes to third, in there. And now they've got runners at the corners with 2 outs.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
2 gone with runners at the corners. Now the number 2 hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. On the ground at first, and that's just foul. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Hill makes the catch, inning over. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. And they're starting to run away. It's now 9-1. You're watching Yankees baseball on the show, NYC. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Mark Leiter Jr.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
And at the plate for Miami, Derek Hill, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Hill.
The wind to kick the pitch. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Slings to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
Well, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. That one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Oh, and he hit him.
Well, that one might sting for a bit, but it helps the team and it boosts the OBP, Boog. Sometimes that trade-off is worth it, but sometimes it's not.
Myers, batting with one down, takes a strike.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
The 0-1. Down the right field line and a base hit. Edwards around second, headed for third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Lopez in the box with one away as he takes ball one.
No strike.
And there's a foul ball. So now 1-2.
1-2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Now batting.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo.
Singy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure where their clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Swings through that one.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has.
Now that's strike three and the third out. So we take a break.
A couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
Back in New York, on to the bottom of the eighth. Here's the left fielder, Brett Myers. And a pitch. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Hill makes the grab, one down.
The right fielder, number 99.
Here is Aaron Judge. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. On the ground to third. Judge out on the play.
The center fielder, number 35. Cody Bellinger.
2 outs, base is empty. Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees. First pitch misses. And a base hit up the middle. And that extends the inning.
Up next for the Yankees.
So up next, Whit Merrifield. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, and he's grounded out. That's hard hit on the line. Hill makes the grab, and that's the inning. 1 left for the Yankees, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Ian Hamilton.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Mervis leading things off and takes a strike. And strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
The 0-2. And downstairs. Got it by him for the K.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Norby in the box now. No balls and a strike. Fought off foul.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Got him looking for the K.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Number 50 in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. That clips the zone, and it's 0-2.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Hamilton is just 1 strike away. Two down, nobody on. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Yankees take the first 2 games of this series.
Well, this team was ready from the first pitch of the ball game. Swinging the bats, scoring runs, just very aggressive. I feel like they set the tone, and that tone created a momentum that took them all the way to the finish line. Nice win today.
9-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees.